That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah? The night of the angel and the Holy Spirit, but the word holy there is not in the Arabic.
It's the Holy Spirit.
Only spirits.
That's the same thing in the verse. In the verse of the Quran, is a ruh.
The night.
So Jibreel.
Again, it says the night the angels, plural, more than one.
The angels and
والروح.
Yeah,
and the ruh.
and the
Holy
spirits
Spirit.
descended by the permission of their Lord for every decree.
So it's the same principle in the same ayah.
So this is telling me,
basically Jibreel coming by the descendants, by the qadr of Allah, to Maryam to give her the.
how do you know that Jibreel isn't one of the angels?
No.
No. It said the angels and Jibreel.
Yes, no, it doesn't. There's no Jibreel here. Right here, there's no Jibreel.
Okay, so basically, Jibreel is the leader of angels. So whenever he says, let's say you are David,
Does the Quran say
leader
this?
of an army. No, I'm explaining to you why they say. He says that al-malaika wal-ruh. And then he comes, he's leading an army, and he's heading the army is Jibreel himself. So because it's a great night, the night of power is a great night. We believe as a Muslim in Ramadan, it comes. So the whole angels will come with the ruh to send the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Is Jibreel an angel?
Yes. Of course he's an angel.
So why do you have angels and spirits?
The
To separate it,
and
to specify,
he's let's say Alexander the Great, he had an army.
Okay.
Was he a fighter?
Yes, he was.
So if he says the fighters and Alexander the Great came to fight so
Alexander the Great
is he a fighter?
is a title. His name and a title.
Okay.
Is the spirits Jibreel's name and title?
Yes. Jibreel is his name. Ar-Ruh is his title. This is we as a Muslim. I'm telling you how we believe it.
Okay.
So you wanna like it or not? Any scholar.
Just to be clear, nowhere in the Quran does it call Jibreel the Ruh. Yeah.
Let me finish this. No. Any scholars,
Okay.
Muslim scholars, if you
right.
tell them who is Ar-Ruh, they will tell you Jibreel.
Okay, but in the Quran, it's not there. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's given by the Prophet. You know, our religion, it has got the Quran
And the Hadith and the Sunnah and the Sirah. Yeah.
Going back.
Whenever we refer to Ar-Ruh in the Quran, we refer to Jibreel. So whenever we say Ar-Ruh came, so straight away is Jibreel.
Okay.
If that answers
But the Quran doesn't say that.
Even
it doesn't have to say that because it's saying Ar-Ruh, and we understand.
Going back
Ar-Ruh
to the verse that you mentioned first.
All right.
I know. The meaning
Just
of that
clarifying.
Now that is clear for you. Now your misconception is gone because you don't have to say.
So then, when you go to Surah 66, verse 12, and it tells you,
66.
yeah, 66. So that is no, that's 19.
What does it say?
So it says that.
Let me read the original.
No worries. So that is yes. Tarim. Tarim, yeah. So go to verse 12 or ayah 12.
12.
Okay.
الله الذي خلق
سبع سماوات ومن الأرض مثلهن تنزلنا الأمر بينهن لتعلموا أن الله على كل شيء قدير وأن الله أحاط بكل شيء علما.
Okay. So Allah there is the one who is blowing his spirits into Mary. Yeah, 12. Okay.
Wait, what?
12. No, 1, 2.
12. No. الله الذي خلق سبع سماوات من الأرض مثلهن. Means Allah created the seven.
Wait, what are you saying?
66, 12. 12, yeah?
12, yeah.
So Mary, who guarded her chastity, yeah?
No, there's nothing to do with Mary.
Then that's not 12
Maybe
then.
mean 11.
Yeah, that's 11.
Where's 12? 1, 2.
That's 12.
12, yes, that's the
Start
end,
saying and
of
finish
the
it.
surah.
Okay, you read what you have there.
That's the end of the surah.
Okay.
الله الذي خلق سبع سماوات من الأرض مثلهن.
Oh, there's a camera.
فتمثلنا الأمر بينهن لتعلموا أن الله على كل شيء قدير. Means created everything so you can know Allah is able to do anything. وإن Allah knows everything you do.
So this one here.
Okay. Oh yeah, the next one أخي. ومريم ابنة عمران التي أحسنت فرجها فنفخنا به من روحنا.
You need to understand now. Arabic language, when we say روحنا, he has روح,
Sure.
Okay, so when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we as a Muslim we believe in another surah, in another ayah, it says إن الروح من أمر ربي. He says الروح is in the hand of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So whenever he sends you, he makes you alive, he sends ruh into you.
Okay.
But whenever he says, referring to ruhina here, is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has got the souls of all human beings. So he will send one of his souls to Maryam, which is when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed for me to be born by my mother.
Okay.
He will send ruh from there, which is he made me.
Okay.
So that's what he's referring to. The ruh from Allah that to form Isa alayhi salam as a human being. So not a spirit here, is a ruh. تعرف الروح؟ الروح اللي تطلع الإنسان. Soul.
Okay.
So
here Allah is the one doing it, yeah? Allah is the one who's sending the soul, yeah?
To all of us.
Yeah?
To all of us.
So Allah is the one who sends the soul, yeah?
Yes. He said we are going to send. We are going to send. Allah subhanahu
So it's Allah, yeah?
Allah is the one who's going to send the soul.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Now, if you look at Surah 19, 17, it says that the Spirit of Allah is the one who comes and tells Mary that I will give you a pure son.
No, he doesn't say that.
Okay,
Read it in Arabic.
sure thing.
Let me read that. Sometimes Quran is more complicated than Arabic.
That's fine. So, let me split it on you.
Yeah, what was it? 19 what?
So this one here, he responded.
قال إنما أنا رسول ربك لأهب لك علما زكيا.
Okay, say one. Now you need to know, you need to distinguish what Jibreel is doing with Maryam.
Okay.
So you start from here. It says, I am a messenger from Allah.
Okay.
Okay. لأهب لك غلاما زكيا. So I've been sent by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with a message of ruh.
It doesn't say. Yeah.
Yeah.
I sent to bless you with a pure son.
Okay. So he's as a messenger, he has nothing to do. You basically, if you send a royal man guy, you send a post to me, royal man guy will take it and give it to me. That's whatever what message that you want to send me is from you. He's not. He's only a messenger. So now he's clarifying his position. I am not the one who's giving you the soul. I'm only a messenger from Allah. Allah wanted to give you a pure son. Carry on.
But it doesn't say Allah here.
He says no.
Yeah.
He's Jibreel.
قال
He only
إنما
brings a
أنا
message.
رسول من ربك.
Listen, Jibreel, that's his role. His role is to bring a message. So it's a monopoly.
Message, yeah.
Jibreel, he brings message from Allah to
tell
prophets,
Maryam
to
that
people. So that's his role.
Yeah.
So whenever he says I came with a message, his message can only come from Allah.
But
so Jibreel does not act from
He
from
doesn't
himself.
say I came with a message. That's not what he says
No,
here.
he says,
Yeah. I am only a messenger from you, Lord. What's the purpose of being a messenger if you're not going to deliver
a message. So why
But-
would he mention
what's
a
the purpose
messenger
of
if he's not a
messenger?
messenger?
He is stating his role.
Yes.
He's the role of a messenger. That's fine.
Okay.
But why is he the one here to bless her with a pure son?
No, he
Yeah,
says,
that's
لأهب لك
Allah. A
غلاما-
blessing
No,
from
no.
Allah. That's a blessing from
But
Allah.
that's not what it says here, no?
لأهب لك غلاما زكيا. He says to
لأهب.
give you
لأهب.
a pure son.
Okay.
I have
So
this now is
the
different.
messenger is giving her a pure son.
Yeah, just like
So
a royal
then
man
why
guy
is
will give
it
you a
in
post.
Surah 66:12 Allah is the one that blows the spirit inside of her? So which one is it?
No. One is a message with a glad tidings. The one who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he does not blow
But
anything.
it doesn't-
He did not blow anything, regardless wherever.
فنفخنا نفخنا means I give
فيها
you.
No,
This
wait.
is the Quran
Allah
explanation.
subhanahu wa ta'ala when he says
فنفخنا doesn't mean it means blow, but it's not the purpose
لا
of it.
ترجم لأنه القرآن كله لازم يفهم كامل. أنت قاعد ما تقدر تروح بالآية بالآية. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is doing is through angels. So whenever he says I'm going to do this, let's say if he in the day of judgment when the trumpet is blown, he says he will say that we will blow the trumpet. Does it mean that Allah is the one who's going to blow it?
I don't know.
His
Is this-
order. That's his order. So whenever he says that's my order for my angel to do this.
guys
So
see
basically it is the ruh from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But whatever he says, wherever the people that do it, he says that's as if like I am doing it. Do you understand where it's happening?
Okay, so again,
Even when he says وَرَفَخْنَا فِيهَا مِنْ رُوحِنَا, it's not necessary that Allah
Doesn't
subhanahu wa ta'ala
mean
did it
no.
himself. He's done through other means. It can be anything that he chooses. Allah subhanahu
Okay.
wa ta'ala never he can choose any
so
means.
what's the point of the Ruh appearing to Mary as a man? What's the point of that?
Sometimes not to scare her. Sometimes because sometimes we believe
But
that
she was scared anyway.
Jibreel, if he comes in his form, according to us
Yeah,
Muslims,
you're gonna die.
nobody can comprehend
Insane,
that image.
yeah.
That's
It's
us
like-
though.
it's like
So-
we
your
cover
own
the
life.
horizon.
It's
In another
powerful.
surah, in another surah, في سورة الإسراء. إيش هي السورة اللي لما قال سورة المعراج؟
سورة الإسراء والمعراج.
لما يقول
So how did Muhammad see Gabriel? How?
Gabriel comes in different shapes and form, whatever
Yeah,
he needs.
man.
He comes in a man, sometimes he speaks, you can't see.
So did he come to Muhammad as a man?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes, yes,
maybe.
yes.
Yeah, we don't know.
Not like that.
Allah didn't mention that, but
Maybe,
we do
yes.
know that.
Wait. In the hadith, okay, there is
There
one
is
hadith,
hadith,
there is
yeah.
one hadith that he came
That
in the form
talks
of
about
man
it.
with a white beard, with a white thobe, with a white cloth and everything. Replacing that, he's not, the idea for it is, he does not look like he's a traveler, because when if you travel back in the day, you'll be covered in dust and everything. So whenever they say this, in a white dress, basically, it doesn't look like he's someone that has been traveling. So the angel, the companion, they're asking, how come he's so kind of clean and everything, and he's not local? He's a stranger. So that's why he's describing him. But he came as a man, in the form of a man, yes.
And why?
But that's he chose to come in different forms. I mean, we don't say why he's like this. We see the essence of the message.
So,
the essence of the message. He came to teach us.
The
about
first
Islam.
time that they met in the cave, what form was he in?
He might be a human.
What's
Yes.
up with
Because Muhammad told them that he was a demon.
With Muhammad. Wait. نعم.
The first time,
نعم.
in the Hira cave.
Is Muhammad confirmed that he's a demon, or he thought he was a demon?
He thought he was a demon.
Do you know that we believe Muhammad is a human?
Sure.
Do you know that Muhammad gets he can get something wrong if he's not a prophet?
Okay.
If he's not a prophet, before he was a prophet.
Okay.
Before he was sent, he's a normal human being. So okay, now he's being picked and chosen to deliver a message. So the message comes to him as a shock. I am in a cave. I'm trying to meditate. Okay, and this man come to me and he's giving me a message. I thought.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
As a normal human being, he can interpret that appearance.
As a demon.
He can interpret it this way. Yes, why not? What's the problem?
If a human being,
What's the problem?
if a human
What's the
being,
problem with that though? Yeah, you need to explain to me what's
because
the problem.
I don't see why you would see a human being and they'll be commanding
No,
you
if
to
you are,
read.
if you are in a cave, very dark, by yourself, nobody walking into you with you to the place, and a man just appears in front of you like this.
Yeah.
What would you think he is?
Can I think
What would you
demon?
think he is?
I think it's a dude,
Huh?
a man,
A dude,
not a demon.
A dude that come supernatural.
but
He's not natural.
isn't he
But
Do you think what do you think he's a natural?
if he comes
No,
with
no,
more
you
of a
don't answer
man,
my question.
I would say yes, it's a man.
Do you think he's a natural?
Yes.
You would think it's
Because
normal for you.
it's a man.
It's normal for you to walk to be surrounded in a one place, and then something appear to you just like that, and you think it's a
But
man.
it's a man.
Can I do that to you?
Yes, you can. Yes. So
And if I do that, what do I have? What do I have? What do I have if I do
As
that?
Sahir.
As Sahir.
Yeah. But again, I wouldn't think you were a demon
Why would you think that?
because you're a human being.
He appears like a human being, but you know, it's people like ourselves, people that lived in the Middle East, anything that comes like this, we think, oh, he might be a jinni. A jinni is a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There's a good, there's a bad as well. So that's what he think, not a demon, jinni. Jinni, this is, a jinn is people that has got a right to live. They have a right to be around us as well.
Can I get that again, please?
Do you understand? So he thought he was a jinni, not a demon. Okay, I don't know what jinni for yourself, if you understand. If you have a different understanding of a jinni,
Again, I
for
feel
us,
like just
but that's irrelevant though. I don't know.
digressing from the main topic.
So what's
Let's
the
go
point
back.
of that though? What did you want to prove?
My main point was that the Quran, according to the Quran,
Yes.
the person who appears to Mary is the one who gives her the pure son. The person that appears to Mary in the form of a man,
No,
according
that's
to
your
the
understanding.
Quran,
That's your
is the one who gives her the pure son. But
If I give you
again,
100% I
He
read the Quran,
was
would
a
never have
messenger.
this belief.
He was a messenger. So if you get a reward from a king,
yes,
and you get this reward, who gave you the reward? Was it me as the messenger or the king?
okay, well, it depends then. That's a technicality. Because if you are the one being sent by the king to give me a reward, then you gave me the reward, but it is from the king. Okay? So then you cannot then say that the king is the
I
one.
was the messenger, the person who is the the person who gave you the reward is the king. You can't
He
just
was
change
just
it.
Sure.
delivering a message. He was
Yeah,
just
that's it.
delivering a message.
So again,
That's it, right?
was Jibril sent to give Mary the spirits? Oh, just that's the news. But that's not what the Quran says.
No, that's what the
Quran
Quran
clearly
says.
says.
It doesn't say that.
He says, I'm a messenger. If he says, I'm
Yeah,
a messenger,
he says
then
that
he came
I'm a
with
messenger. That's fine.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it doesn't say that he only came there to give her a message, because then afterwards it will describe that then Mary got pregnant.
Yeah, because
We
of
have
Allah,
another
because of Allah will. How did I?
No, we have another example. Was it? No.
Zakaria.
Zakaria, yes.
John.
No, but that
Zakaria,
one
that's another example.
that one
You can't change
literally
it now.
says
No, this is another example.
That
right?
one literally says, I am here to give you glad tidings. So that one literally means that yes,
So-
he's there to inform them. That's fine.
No.
So that's the same.
You
For
need to be
us.
consistent.
Okay.
We are
You need to be
consistent.
consistent.
Okay.
Our understanding-
So
our
pause.
Tell me,
Pause.
where do you see the difference?
Pause. So, in that instance, right, there isn't another verse somewhere else in the Quran that then describes how Zechariah or Yahya, sorry.
Imagine,
Yeah, how Yahya was given birth to, right? But then the problem is that for the Mary version, you have two accounts
So did the
of how
angel-
Isa came.
did the angel-
You'll have more even in the hadith.
For
you'll have
Zechariah.
different-
You know, but
No,
Quran-
wait,
Quran only,
Let
Quran
me tell you something, brother. Here is basically it's our Quran. If he's gonna give the full detail of every story that happened, for us it's khabar. It's basically it's a news. For us it's for us to tell us what happened, but how it happens, going into this and that, it does not add anything to the fact that we believe that Jesus was given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. His soul was being put into Maryam, but as a miracle.
Like what happened with the ayah.
So she never,
there is no
she's
difference.
a virgin. Do you
There
believe
is.
Mary is a
I don't
virgin?
think there was a
Huh?
You
difference.
believe Mary is a virgin?
Sure.
We believe Mary
However-
is a virgin. So we believe Mary is a virgin. Never
Did
been
Jibreel
touched by a
also
man.
go to Zechariah and tell him about
And
that?
we believe
I don't think it was Jibril.
You don't think it's Jibril?
It wasn't Jibril, it was Zechariah.
We believe it's Jibril.
It doesn't say Jibril, so that's fine.
that's why.
No, again, we telling you that there is consensus in Jibril. No one else would go to.
I'm just saying that
any of
it
the
doesn't
other
tell you,
prophets to
that's
tell
all.
them
So
anything.
if it doesn't say,
Yeah.
for us it doesn't negate if it's not Jibreel, because he's done it so many times. He's the one that goes to all prophets and everything and give them messages and everything. Unless specifically if the messenger, if the angel is changed, then the name is mentioned. They said at that event, maybe this a different angel. They said the Malik of Jibal one day came to the Prophet when he left
You know,
Taif
I know.
to Mecca, so he was mentioned. He's the angels of mountain. So that is when it's mentioned that they came to the Prophet about that event, it was this and this. Other than that, we always believe the one that takes the message to prophets and others is Jibreel alayhi salam.
You know in Surah 20 and 28, when it talks about Musa meeting Allah in the fire,
Meeting who?
meeting Allah in the burning bush.
And then what happened?
So was that Allah or was that Jibril?
The one who spoke to
Yeah.
him directly is Allah.
Okay. So Allah can directly talk to people. Without.
It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop Allah. So Allah
Okay.
subhanahu wa ta'ala can do whatever He wants.
Okay.
Yes.
So he doesn't always need Jibril to go before him
No,
first,
but that's
yeah?
what I say. Allah, He says, وَكَلَّمَ اللَّهَ مُوسَى تَكْلِيمًا. He says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran Himself, that Allah, He's spoken to Musa
Okay.
He spoke to him.
Okay. But it wasn't Allah who appeared to Mary.
He doesn't need to. He sent a messenger. He says, "Inni Rasulu Rabbiki." So here he says there is the in the ayah it says there is I am the messenger
Sent
of Allah.
by-
So there is no need for
Sent
it to
by
be-
Allah.
Yeah.
But then later we
Like
find out
me being sent
No, no.
by
Sure.
the
You're
king to
going back
give you a
again to the
reward.
same.
Sure.
We explained to you
That's-
the same. So okay, is that one event or two events?
Huh?
Is that one event or two?
I
events?
don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure
now
out.
You're intelligent enough to know it's the same event. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will never send a messenger to say that and then another event comes and repeat himself. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He doesn't need to repeat himself. So it's the same event. But you know, in our Quran, the same event can be uttered, can be read differently from a different angle, but at the same time. You were saying the same things, by the way. You said if you watch a football match or something like that.
So, 17, screening herself off from them. Then when we sent, it says our angel here, but that's incorrect because it says ruh. So it should be our spirit. Yeah.
I can't see it.
Because
Yeah.
literally, oh wait, and then we sent,
ايش قاعد يقرا؟
إليها روحنا فتمثل
Yeah,
لها
our spirit.
فتمثل لها
Yeah.
pretended or
You know what
Yeah.
روحنا
Yeah.
here? Do you want to know what روحنا here? That's the name of
تكملة
Jibreel. That's the name
فتمثل
of
لها
Jibreel.
بشرا سويا.
so it's not our spirit, yeah?
He
That's
came.
Jibreel.
He
That's
came.
Jibreel.
He came as human.
Yep.
He came as human.
Yep.
And that's Jibril.
Okay.
That's Jibreel.
And we told you
Okay.
consistently,
All right.
multiple times,
So,
different examples.
she appealed.
And he came.
I truly seek refuge in the most compassionate from you. So leave me alone if you are God-fearing.
Exactly.
She's a God
Then
lady.
he responded, I am only a messenger from your Lord, sent to bless you with a pure son.
That's in English. In our لأهب لك غلاما زكيا.
So he
he's a
said,
messenger that has got a
only
message.
I am a messenger from your Lord,
To give you-
that I
No. This is where
that
the
I
problem
may
is.
bestow
No.
on you
I'm telling
a
you.
son.
trust me in here. I know my Arabic is my language and I've been speaking it for many years. You speak Arabic, mate. What does it mean? What does it mean? In English, what is it? To give. Yes.
But it's you giving, yeah? It's you giving.
You're a messenger.
He's saying, okay, look, in simple English, yeah? Or in simple English.
Yep.
He came to us. He was wrong. He came to us.
Okay.
Jibreel alayhi salam.
All right.
Peace be upon him. Yeah. This is the rock that we say Jibreel. Is the rock. He came
Sure.
to convey to us because we know Jibreel conveys messages.
Okay.
He's the one that is trusted to convey messages to all the prophets. Yeah?
Okay.
So he came to convey the message that Allah is gonna bless you with a son. And then what did she say? Hold on. What did she say after that? How can I?
You wouldn't read it.
No.
Yeah.
What did she say?
How can I have a son
How can I
when
have a
no
son?
man has ever touched me and I am unchaste? Okay.
Exactly. No, stop there, Akhi. Stop there, brother.
Okay.
Stop there, brother. This is everything. This is everything.
So
how can I?
This translation here is wrong.
This is the miracle. No. If you read it in Arabic, yeah. Look,
Okay.
look, I can give you like 100 translations of the Quran in English. You know what I mean? There's one.
That's why you need to learn Arabic.
Even I can't understand the English,
Okay.
English of it because it's thou, wow. You understand?
That's Old English, okay?
Yeah. There's all sorts of
Okay.
translations, yeah. But look, please ask anyone who understands Arabic. We learn Arabic. We read the Quran in Arabic and everything. Yeah? It's a simple thing. It's saying to give her the message, and she said, "But how can I?
So
I haven't slept with
when
anyone."
you say this word, it means that I or that you? When you say this word here, what does it mean?
That's I.
What does that mean?
This is a message from Allah saying to her that I will give you a son.
So I. So it's just I, yeah?
No.
Not Jibreel himself.
Wait.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
One second. Look, listen. This is. I'm gonna give you this. And it's from Kabira. This is Kabira, by the way. Kabira, give me that for David. Okay, I'm here to give you a bottle. I'm gonna give you a bottle.
Okay.
From Kabira.
Okay.
So who gave you the bottle? Yes.
You gave me the bottle.
No.
But now, later,
gave it to me to give it to
later, I will not say that Kabir handed me the bottle. I won't say that. It was you who did it.
No, I handed you the bottle. No.
Yes.
Now.
But then I will not say Kabir handed me the bottle.
Now it's
See?
not an object. Now it's not an object. So we leave the object aside. Now it's a news.
Okay.
It's a message. It's a glad tidings.
Okay.
Yes. So basically, what I'm saying is,
Yep.
he's now giving her a news.
Okay.
He says, I'm here to give you the news
Sure.
of that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala
Okay.
decided to give you a child.
Okay. Then I would say that I heard the message from Jibril, not from Allah.
The message came to her from Jibreel.
But I will say that I heard it not from Jibril, not from Allah, but from Jibril. So even though it came from Allah through Jibril, I cannot say that Allah is the one I heard.
Was Mary a believer of God?
She was, according to this,
Did
right?
she believe in angels?
I don't know.
No, she didn't.
She
in our
did?
religion, she did. So in our religion,
In this account,
no, in our, you know, Mary, Jesus, and everything. They are
did she believe in angels before or after?
before as well. She was a believer.
Okay, well,
Maryam, she was a worshiper. She was a worshiper.
in this
She was a
account,
Muslim. She was a
she's
Muslim.
in this account here, she's afraid when he appears
so
to her
in the
for some
Quran,
reason.
in the Quran, yes, she's afraid.
Because let me tell you.
And he appears as a man, by the way.
Then they gave her a glad tidings and tell her not to be worried.
He does. He's not going to appear as a dragon or one with 600 wings.
Well, it could be according to him potentially.
No, he has so many wings.
Yeah, I know. No, I know.
Of course, yeah.
I know. What I'm saying to you
Yep.
is, yeah, say for example, bro, yeah, like Messenger Muhammad, peace be upon him, when he came to him, he didn't come to him with his wings and everything. You understand?
How did he come to him?
He came as a man.
نفس السؤال عليه.
So why was he afraid?
But,
He's going back to the same thing.
We're afraid.
David is
Yeah.
okay, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him,
Was in the cave?
He was in the cave.
By
where he
himself.
always goes to
Yeah.
meditate
Yeah.
and move away from the madness of
Yeah, almost happening. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Yeah. And imagine, I could just imagine how myself, I'm in a cave all
Yeah.
by myself. Nobody ever comes to me.
Yeah.
And suddenly,
A guy's there. Yeah.
That's
And he's
that's
saying
not a
read,
usual
read,
thing.
huh?
That's not a very usual
I
thing.
would
I was
freak
in
out.
the cave.
Everybody would freak
I
out.
went myself
You
in the
walk in a
cave.
dark alleyway and someone just comes, you freak out.
Okay.
He's a human, he said.
So she would be scared because
Okay.
she wouldn't expect anyone, and it's not in the tradition of people at that time, yeah, that people would just jumping into people, you understand?
Okay.
You get me? There's chastity, women are like safeguarding themselves and etc. and so on. And this is how it was. It's not
So
like now.
it's only the fear from a surprise. That's what you're saying.
This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent his messenger, his angel, to give Maryam a message.
Okay.
Okay. Just like he did and sent him to many other prophets and messengers that are mentioned in the Bible and mentioned in the Torah and mentioned in the Quran.
Zechariah.
You understand? You understand?
So what's your point? Again, you go into the same point again and again and again.
The thing is,
Can
regardless,
you just tell us
No. Now we're not going to bring this again because we agreed.
I am going to bring it again.
No,
Because,
because we made it clear to you or
no,
not?
but you see, even he said that right?
Okay.
So,
You know, every time someone will come, we'll go back to the same thing.
okay.
That's, no.
So,
what's your point?
My main point is this, right? Fundamentally, in the Quran, at least for me, it is not clear if the cause of Isa is the spirits of Allah or Allah Himself.
Okay, can I ask you?
That's all.
Can I ask you? Was it no? Was it God in all the cases?
Sorry?
Was it God who gave?
I am not
was
sure
it-
in this case.
Hold on. Was it? It's clear
Because-
from the ayah.
no, because-
who gave the order?
Huh?
Who gave the order?
Who gave the order?
Like the example that I was talking to you.
The Quran doesn't say.
It says clearly.
It doesn't.
I was
So-
sent by God.
Yeah, so I'm a messenger from your Lord.
Yeah, that's it. So
And-
who gave the order?
and I am
if He's a
here.
messenger. Who gave him an order to do?
So
what he
a messenger is his station. That's his job, right? But now
said? Who would
he-
give him an order?
it appears that he is here to deliver more than news.
Who would give him
But
an
in
order?
fact, he's here to deliver something to her directly.
Yeah.
So, but it doesn't seem that way.
What if all of a sudden she
Into
finds
the
herself
soul.
pregnant and she doesn't know?
Well, that's not what happens. That's not what happens.
This is a mercy.
Yeah.
This is a mercy from the Creator
But-
to tell her that this is happening. And
My
it's a
my
miracle
only
like
point.
this.
My only point is the direct cause Allah or Jibril?
No, that
Because-
doesn't matter.
yeah.
Allah Barak Fik. That doesn't matter, my brother.
For me, it does.
No, okay.
I'm just curious.
No, but at the end, in conclusion,
Yep.
who gave the order in all the cases that we discussed?
I don't know. Because
That's
we looked at Surah 19:17 and Surah.
By saying I don't know,
66:12.
that's not very
No,
genuine.
it is. I'm also being
Very
genuine.
sorry about that.
Just because
It's
reading.
very clear from that ayah that we read multiple times here that he was just a messenger.
But show me anywhere in this ayah
was given
where
the
it
order.
says that he was given an order. Anywhere. Here.
He was sent as a messenger.
The word order isn't
Did you
here.
agree that he said he was sent as a messenger?
No, that's not what he said.
Did you say yourself that he was sent as a messenger?
That's not what he says here.
Give her, okay?
That's not what it says here.
What does it say?
So, she replied, he responded, I am only a messenger from your Lord.
So who gave him a
So that is his station. He's a messenger. That's his
Who
job.
gave him the order? Come on.
I don't know. Because it says, sent
He just said
to
the
bless
answer.
you with a pure
From your
son.
Lord. From your Lord.
But he's a messenger.
From your Lord.
Okay, the from your Lord
So
part,
who gave the order?
Brother, you're not hungry.
again, I'm not sure. Huh?
Ah, come on. Okay.
hungry.
Me,
This is
I'll eat later, don't worry.
Yeah, this discussion is finished.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
You're not
But
trying to be genuine here.
ultimately-
because the answer is there, very clear, but you're not trying to answer the question. So,
Ultimately,
I think it's that
that's fine. But ultimately,
my way, etc.
for me,
He's hiding away.
in a simple English reading, I cannot discern
It says
if
your
the,
Lord. I am only a
messenger from your Lord.
your
Full
Lord.
stop.
Okay.
Okay,
So who gave him the order to go as a messenger?
it doesn't say
You
that.
don't know.
It doesn't say that. All I know,
okay, thank you.
no,
Finish.
all
It says your Lord.
all I know,
I am only a
a
messenger from your Lord.
So
If
in
you don't know
his
the
job,
answer, I'm sorry.
in his
brother.
job-
I thought you were smarter than
in
this.
his job and position, he is a messenger from Allah. So that's fine. He can announce himself
So
as a
we
messenger
gave
from
him the
Allah.
order to
But
do this.
instead, he has been
We
sent.
can go to another ayah,
Like-
the story of
for example-
Zechariah, the story of Zechariah.
For example-
and Yahya, okay?
return?
It
For
was
example-
exactly again the same thing.
The word sent doesn't even appear in the Arabic.
Sorry?
The word sent,
Innama ana
It's even in
Rasul
Arabic.
Rabbik. What does Rasul mean?
Rasul,
Click.
Messenger.
What does it say?
a messenger.
Okay,
Right.
Rabbuk. Your Lord.
From your Lord,
So,
that
So-
I
so-
bestow.
did you make a mistake? Did you just make a mistake?
I didn't.
You didn't.
Because no,
You
because
didn't because he
the-
said it doesn't say from your Lord. A messenger
No,
from your
that's
Lord.
not what I said.
And I proved to you.
That's not what I
Rasul
said.
Rabbik.
That's not what I said.
No.
I
What
distinctly.
did you just say? Come on now.
That's
You
not-
changed
that's
your
not what I
mind.
said.
You
No,
changed
I
your
said the
mind.
word
I-
messenger was not in
No,
Arabic.
sent.
Sent, yeah, it's here.
Sent.
Well, إنما أنا رسول. In Arabic, you say, when you say I'm Rasul, I mean I'm sent. I'm Rasul.
I'm a messenger.
No, I'll
Sent
give
by
you an
your God.
example. If I tell you, he sent me,
Okay.
I've been sent
okay,
by.
so
That's the difference.
so basically, the way I see it, I am a messenger is the same thing as saying I'm a carpenter.
I'm a messenger for
That's
who?
my job.
No, that's not the same. That's not the same.
You're not Arab, man.
A messenger would have to be sent by somebody.
I'm a delivery man. Listen,
Right or
listen.
wrong? No, do you agree or wrong?
I'll get-
Do you
I'll-
agree?
I'll- أعطيني فرصة.
A messenger would have to be sent by somebody. Right
Not,
or wrong?
not necessarily.
قول له أنا
Right or
delivery.
wrong?
Not necessarily.
A messenger would have to be sent by
Not,
somebody.
not,
right
all,
or
not at
wrong?
all times. A
Right or
messenger,
wrong?
no,
I need an answer.
Listen,
Right
not
or wrong?
at all times.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay?
I can't
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
You're not
But
trying to be genuine here.
ultimately,
Like a delivery man. You know a delivery
Can we
man?
do
yeah?
turns? Can we do turns?
Delivery man. He's a delivery, but he's been sent by who? When you deliver
if a,
something, you're a
delivery man
but
is
you've been ordered
sure
by Uber.
sent by a corporation or whatever, right?
so that's
However,
same thing.
in the Arabic here,
no.
in the Arabic, all I'm seeing
So he's a
is
messenger.
he
He must have been
said,
sent in by someone.
he said only. I am only. I guess that's like I am only a messenger or whatever,
He
right?
doesn't say I am only. That's
So,
what you're
so he
you're not
said.
Arab.
So he said.
You don't know the language.
Only because in order he said only.
That's not what it means, though.
I am
He's an Arab.
messenger. So that means that the way you interpret it
doesn't-
is
so what's your-
he said, I am only a messenger.
Listen.
Okay?
Yeah.
And then it goes on to say,
You're not
from
even
your
Arab.
Lord, which is great.
Listen, you're not even Arab.
Luckily, I have technology on my side. Now, it says that I may bestow onto you a son.
What is?
So,
I'm gonna pass to you the
forget
message.
that. Forget that.
Yeah.
Tell me what qala means.
إنما
Forget, look
أنا
at,
رسول.
forget this.
إنما.
Don't look at the English. What does qala mean? Give me the grammatical breakdown.
which one, sorry?
This one. Give me the grammatical breakdown.
Which one? The first one?
No, the whole verse. Give me the Arabic grammatical breakdown.
Why should I do that for you
haven't
when I
understood it.
just read it to you in English?
You haven't understood it.
So you want me to repeat the whole thing in English?
It's English and Arabic, two different languages.
Great, but guess what? They can be translated.
It can't be translated. They can't. Only in Arabic.
They can't be translated.
Quran's only in Arabic.
You can translate Arabic to
Translate
English.
is a best
Yeah,
guess.
that's true.
It's a best guess.
Really? So does this not say, I am only a messenger from your Lord?
In translation, you lose meaning.
So what does it
Do you agree
say?
with that? When
Huh?
you translate something,
It's possible, which is why you need good translators. So,
Right.
what does it say?
what it,
Read the whole line
what
to
it
me.
means.
Huh?
It means
No.
that he was sent from God.
And what else? There's more.
He's a messenger sent by God.
And there's more to it. Read the rest of it. Read the whole thing.
لأهب.
There's more to it. I guess your Arabic ain't that good.
لأهب. Yeah, I'm the Arab.
Oh, you
He's been sent by God.
to do what? There's more. You've read half a sentence. Like, read the rest of it.
Listen, لأهب لك غلاما
Gulam,
زكيا.
yeah.
Read the rest of it.
It's a person. It's like
You know what
pure
Gulam
What does it mean?
Pure person.
So,
Pure person.
one second, my brother, one second.
Gulam.
So, a second ago, you were saying that I don't get Arabic,
Do you know what Gulam means?
but you yourself don't get it either because you couldn't read the whole
I'll ask you the
sentence.
question. Do you know what Gulam means?
I don't know what a ghulam means. Ah, son. Okay.
Gulam means slave.
Yeah, but context. Here, it means son, not slave.
How do you know it means son?
غلاما.
Because it is talking about Isa.
I've said Arabic. غلاما. It's preferred to someone who's slave. Slave or someone or a person. Doesn't mean a son.
So it can have two meanings,
Yeah, many.
You can have more than that meaning.
including son.
So prove to me means son.
That's what this is.
You can't
David, I think the next one it might mention Mary. I'm sure it might mention Mary. It does mention the context of it is
The whole
about.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
على إني أن يكون غلاما للمسلم.
Mariam.
Surah Maryam,
Yeah.
what ayah?
19, 20, 21. Yep. No worries.
No, I'm not.
Sorry, do you mind touching me?
Go for it. It says the word gulam there and to mean
So what
son.
you want to know now?
Huh?
What's your question?
It's not about want to know specifically. It's more about
what number?
19, 20. Is it 20?
Listen, what's your point? Get to your
So in
point.
1919, 1920, 1921.
What's your point?
Huh?
What's your point?
So there appear to be two individual agents here responsible for the creation of Isa. His Allah's spirit and Allah himself. Because if you look at this and then you look at Surah,
You say
there's two individual agents involved, people involved in the creation of Isa.
Who are they?
The first person is the spirit of Allah and the second person is Allah himself.
Allah is a person.
No.
Yeah?
Lord,
An
I
individual.
explain to you.
Sure.
Brother, Lord explain to you.
Yep.
روحها in Quran.
But listen, you're forcing a Christian interpretation.
It's preferred to
Nah, I'm
Gabriel.
just reading English. That's
We
all.
don't- we don't
روح Allah
believe
is preferred to Gabriel.
Gabriel.
The spirit of Allah, the translation of
Okay.
it is preferred to Gabriel.
That's fine, that's fine. All I'm saying is that in the Quran, it doesn't make any of that clear.
Listen, You just said two individual people.
Yes.
We don't believe God is a person.
What is he?
We don't know. He's far beyond your intellect.
Does he have a mind?
We don't describe him like that. That's human being.
So he doesn't have a mind.
That's human.
Does he have a will?
I don't know.
Does he have a will? You should know that one. I
I
wouldn't.
don't know.
Well,
the only description
I'm not
of
gonna get
Allah
into
is the Quran that has had and a face. That's it. That's the only.
Okay, fine. Does he have those two things, a hand and a face?
Yeah. That's the
It's
only
not how you
description we
understand
have
it.
in the Quran.
It's not
That's
literal.
the
To make
only
you understand that way, because human only
It's not literal.
understand hands and face and picture.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
we
It's
cannot-
impossible to
nobody
describe
seen
God
Allah
because
Because we
Subhanahu
say,
wa
you know, when we
God
pray,
realize.
we
No
say
picture.
Subhana Rabbiyal A'la.
No
That
picture.
means
You
Allah
know,
is beyond
only
your comprehension.
believe, you know, what
Okay.
Quran says.
So if
free-
you wanted
free
to
from what you
describe
can't-
Allah, how would you do it?
What he
Qul
said.
huwallahu ahad.
Describe
How do you
Allah.
describe your
You
God in the
can't.
Bible?
What's the
Hang
point?
on. How do you describe God in the Bible?
I'm talking about Allah. So can you give me a hand for a second?
Qul
Because in the
huwallahu
Bible,
ahad.
hang on. Allah Samad Lam Yalid wa- No, because in the Bible it said no one see God and leaves. Is Jesus God?
Yeah, he is.
so-
Because
so-
it also
so you've
says
seen him and you
that
are alive.
it also says that Jesus is the exact imprint of God.
No.
So
But you
therefore,
said-
when you see Jesus, then you see God.
We don't
Simple.
believe in
Hang on, brother,
creator.
hang on, brother.
God
Brother,
and creation
brother,
can't be one.
So
when
Jesus
God
Christ is in the
says,
creation.
when your Bible
Christ is in
says,
the
when your
creation.
God in the Bible says,
Now tell
no one
me,
see God
what is
and
Allah?
leaves.
Is he a person?
No, don't change.
Yes. Is Allah a person?
Sorry, no change.
Is Allah a
I come back
person?
to you.
No,
Yeah?
he's not a person.
Okay.
No one see God
So,
and leaves.
very simply,
So you're
again,
Christian, you're
Surah
telling us
19:17
Jesus is
and
So you must be
Surah
all dead now.
66:12, they describe two different people who are involved in making Isa.
You know,
Allah and
in
his
the
spirits.
Quran, Allah says
Yep.
the Quran is a guidance for some people and a misguidance for some people.
What ayah?
Yeah.
I don't know about how.
Okay,
Oh, yeah. There is
So
a Quran.
it's
Read
evident
Quran,
Yep.
man.
that it's misguiding you because what
that's
you're
fine.
doing, what you're doing, you don't know Arabic,
Okay,
Oh, no, it's
and you're forcing a Christian interpretation
Okay.
based on a translation.
because two people are being described as being involved in making Isa.
Yeah, but you can describe it. It doesn't mean that it's literal. Just like the Bible, some verses
So,
are literal, some verses are not
how do you discern what is literal and non-literal in the Quran?
literal. I don't know. Neither do you know. Neither does he.
So you're guessing at best.
No, you're not guessing. Allah knows best, but we believe.
Okay.
Davey, hear this, read it. Read
But
it.
I have it right here.
No. Read this one. Read your Bible, read Quran, read everything, and then you are going to become a very
What I
good
do know is-
Muslim, I tell you.
What I do know from basic logic is Jesus
This
is
is
not
my
God.
predict.
It's creation.
He is going to
Creation.
become. I love him. He's my son.
Wait, one second. So,
You know, creator and creation can't be
Okay.
the same.
Yeah.
I give
so.
you.
Oh wait, wrong surah. Sorry, I was reading the wrong number.
Yeah. Read.
Okay. So.
It's not true.
Well,
It's not true. None of it's true.
Okay, wait. So here. She said, "Indeed, I seek refuge in the most merciful from you.
Yeah.
So leave. If you do not, if you should be fearing of Allah." He said, "I am only a messenger of your Lord to give you." Now here it says news.
Oh, yeah.
Here it says news of, but in brackets that means that's on the Arabic. So actually it reads to give you a pure boy.
But yeah, that's true.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
That's
yes,
very
yes.
true.
So-
That was.
Yeah, Mary's gonna have a
that
son.
was-
Hang on, let him read more. Read
Okay.
more.
To give you a pure boy.
Yes.
She said, "How can I have a boy
Boy, and
while no
nobody
man has touched
touched
me,
me."
and I have not been unchaste?"
Yeah.
He
Yes.
said, "Thus."
Virgin.
He said, "Thus, your Lord says it is easy
Kun
for me,
fayakun.
right? And we." Who's we? We'll make him a sign
Yeah.
to the people
Oh, yeah.
and a mercy from us.
Let me interject
And,
here.
let him- let him
it is
read
a
the
matter
pattern.
already decreed. Okay.
No,
Okay, great.
more.
Don't worry. I'm
Why
gonna
you going
read you
somewhere else?
something else.
Why you going
That's
somewhere else?
fine. No worries.
Let's speak about how Jesus came up in the Bible.
Okay.
The God came down and overshadowed
So-
Mary.
So, if we go to Surah 66,
How did you jump from?
verse 12, it's describing
how
the
did you make-
same story.
how do you make
Same
God into a
story. Same
It
story.
doesn't say God's a human.
And
How do you make God
Mary,
a human?
the daughter of Imran, who guarded her chastity, so
God's not
we
human.
blew
God's not a
into.
human.
It says her God or whatever.
yeah.
So we,
Rohun minna.
so we blew
Rohun
into
minna.
through our. It says angel here, but I'm pretty sure if I look at a translation.
you very much.
Wait, one second.
give him, you
One
never-
sec.
Yeah,
One
but
sec.
his
Translation.
This is
You
his.
misunderstood
One
the
second.
translation.
One second. Right here, yeah, it says our angel. Yeah. So if I go, Because
where is
I'm
Hatun?
pretty
Where is
sure
Hatun?
in the Arabic
Where's
it
Hatun?
says.
What happened to her?
I have no
Be
idea.
careful what happened to you. What happened to Hatun?
Go find her.
No, you know what happened.
Why are you threatening?
No, say, listen, Jesus never wore a short.
Why
Yeah?
are you threatening? Why are you
Please keep quiet, man. So
knows,
here
He knows,
in the Arabic, yeah, it doesn't say angel. It says spirits.
Yeah, which spirit?
Here.
Gabriel.
Give me a definition of spirit.
There it says our angel.
Give me a definition
So
of spirit.
which one's correct?
It's in the Bible,
Give me-
Gabriel.
Yohanan.
Gabriel is called
You see-
spirit.
you see?
In the Bible, it's called spirit.
Mary,
You
can't define spirit.
Was a Gabriel.
Listen,
Came to
Okay.
the Mary.
brother.
Right.
You know
What's your understanding of spirit?
Gabriel is called spirit.
What's your understanding of spirit?
A
What's your understanding of spirit?
non-physical entity.
No, there's different
you go.
types of spirit.
No, all-
Gabriel is
all
referred to
angels.
spirit. Your soul is
Okay,
referred to as spirit.
so again-
so there's two types of spirit.
It's the same to me, non-physical.
No, but it's not
is
though.
Gabriel physical?
No, the angel is referred to as
Is
spirit.
Gabriel physical?
No,
So it's the same
is
then?
your soul physical?
No.
Exactly.
So again,
Two different types of spirit.
I described it as the same, a non-physical entity.
Yeah, but there's not one type. There's different types.
But there isn't though.
There is.
But Gabriel isn't physical, and neither are
soul's-
you.
But your soul's not ain't Gabriel.
No, but Gabriel isn't physical. It's not.
Neither is your soul.
So they're the same thing.
Neither is your soul.
So they're the same thing.
No, there's not. No.
Alrighty. Well,
So you're telling me your soul and Gabriel is the same thing?
yeah, pretty much. Why not?
Let me tell you how.
Non-physical.
Let me tell you.
You don't believe that?
Huh?
So you're telling me you're Gabriel?
Unless you believe.
Wait, hold on.
that
Hold
an
on.
angel
Hold on.
is a spirit.
Bro.
In Bible.
Bro, one second. He says-
In Bible, it's a little bit
He
different.
says-
But in the Quran, I'm not quite sure.
Bro, hold on. So you're telling me your soul and Gabriel are the same thing?
Huh?
Your soul and no.
They have the same description
So
because
so
they
you're
are.
Gabriel.
Huh?
Are you Gabriel?
That's it.
You said your soul and Gabriel is the same
So
thing.
Gabriel is
Ask this simple
non-physical.
question.
So
Listen,
Gabriel is a
stop beating around
spirit.
the bush.
And why is he a spirit? Because it's non-physical.
Same or different?
And the same thing with your soul. So they're both non-physical.
Does that mean they're the same?
Therefore, that means that they're the same description.
Does that mean they're the same?
Huh?
The human soul and Gabriel, are they the same thing or different things?
Oh, it's not the thing.
He thinks he's Gabriel. He just said he thinks he's Gabriel.
Sorry, you were saying? That's fine. So again, same
My
description.
question is simple.
Both non-physical.
If you don't
There you
understand
go.
English, I don't know what you're translating.
Well, you don't know English or Arabic because you
If you
couldn't
understand
read the
English,
line.
I said to you one
So,
simple question.
Let me
that
hear
you
it.
could answer. You have a soul, right?
I do.
It's metaphysical.
That's right. Meaning,
I'm not asking you to.
what does that mean?
I'm not asking you to.
You said it. What does it mean? Describe the
not
word,
asking-
please, sir.
Yes. So what about Gabriel?
Is he also metaphysical?
But are you and Gabriel the same thing?
Well, not the same thing.
You
But
are, you
when
are.
you're talking
Are
about
you
a
or you
soul
not?
and
Are
a
you-
spirit and
answer the
Gabriel,
question. Are you or
they
you
are
not?
the same in that they are both non-physical.
No.
Now, finishing this.
But are they the same?
And Mary,
But are they the
the
same?
daughter of Imran, who guarded her chastity, so we blew through our angel, but the
answer
actual
my question
Arabic
and
doesn't
then
say
we move
angel.
forward.
And
Answer my question and then we can move forward.
what? You don't remember reading your Quran? Okay, listen, look at it. And she believed in the words of her Lord and his scriptures and was devoted and obedient. So, between the two descriptions,
You said-
Surah 19,
you said-
Surah 17,
you said
who is the
Gabriel
one
is metaphysical.
who actually blows the spirit into
You
Mary?
said Gabriel as an entity is metaphysical or spiritual. So is your soul. And my question to you is, are they the same?
In that they are both non-physical? Yes. Now,
Okay.
who is the
No.
who is Issa's daddy?
No.
Is it our Allah or is it Gabriel?
No.
Who is
Okay.
it?
They're both metaphysical, but are they still the same in the metaphysical?
I'm waiting for you. Who is
Is
it?
your soul?
I've answered your question, and you give me one.
They're both metaphysical, yes. But does that mean they're completely the same?
Who's Issa's daddy?
Does that mean they're completely the same?
Who's Issa's daddy?
You don't know who he says that.
I'm trying to figure it out, so give me a hand.
There's no
Surah 19. Okay. You heard it yourself, guys. There's no answer.
answer is like Adam, the first creation.
But Adam was made from clay.
No.
It literally says that. It literally says that in the Quran.
Which clay are you talking about?
The clay that the angels got or something, according to a hadith.
So you're, as a Christian, you
Yep.
don't believe in metaphysical clay.
No. Do you?
You don't.
No. Do you?
So your physical body is not held by something metaphysical, keeping it the shape, just like the tree.
I don't know about that. Like, is that what you believe?
So then,
Like, do you believe that Allah holds your body together? Is that what you believe?
the shape of your body
Yes.
and the shape of everything doesn't
Yes.
have a metaphysical reality.
I'm not entirely sure. Are you talking about the one of the forms here? Or like what are you talking about?
All right.
Okay. Give me a
You couldn't answer
basis.
the question first.
Give me a basis
So you-
for what you're saying
so
from the
you-
Quran so I can read it.
So you said Gabriel's metaphysical and you're metaphysical.
Well,
so in that
the spirit
respect, yeah. So in that respect,
They're the same?
you're the same
Okay.
thing. But does that mean?
Can you show me
Does that mean
in
you're
the Quran
metaphysical?
where it says
Does that mean,
Allah holds
does that
everything
mean you're
together,
metaphysical?
including you?
Does that
So I
mean-
can read it and understand
does
what you
that-
mean.
Does that mean your metaphysical reality and Gabriel's metaphysical reality is the same thing?
Here you go.
Is that the same thing?
It's the Quran. Can you please show me? Can you please show me
Listen, you're not Gabriel.
whatever surah
You
it
can't
says?
do what Gabriel done.
I didn't say that. Can you
Exactly, so
show
you're
me
not the same,
whatever
are you?
surah it
You're not the
says
same, are you?
that Allah holds your
So you're
body
not the same.
together? Where is that?
No, this is your logic.
No, that's not your logic. You're telling me that
Scientific-
everything physical has a metaphysical reality behind
Of course it does.
Can I see that in the Quran,
So
please?
you can use logic.
Okay.
Yeah?
Carry on.
You don't have logic.
No, carry on. I want to see your logic.
So
Because logic is sound argumentation, right? So carry on.
So from logic, can you not understand that the whole universe is protons and neutrons colliding with each other? But it's shaped, we have different shapes. Yeah? So is your body. If you break it down, it breaks down into atoms. But you're shaped in a certain way. Yeah? There's a kind of glue that's keeping you together. Your physical form has a metaphysical form.
Okay, and Allah's doing this, yeah?
Allah is the eternal God. He's
So
the one in charge.
he's holding it all together.
He's in charge. He's the ultimate being. How
Okay.
he does that, I don't know. Because I'm not God.
But previously you described that
Previously, I didn't describe.
a
That's what you said.
metaphysical, there's
You
something
said-
metaphysical that holds
previously-
together everything.
No, you said, this is what you said. You said it means spirit. Yeah? And
Well,
you
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And-
That word right here.
Yeah. And I said, well, spirit, there's different types. And you said, you agreed with me.
What are the types?
You agreed with me. You said, yeah, this is what you said. You said Gabriel is a metaphysical spirit, yeah? So is your soul.
That word
but
right
you
there.
you and Gabriel can't do the same thing.
That word right there?
Yeah, you and
It's
Gabriel
not
can't do
angel.
the same thing.
So that means that this description is
Yeah.
not authentic to the Arabic.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying to you is, you've acknowledged that you can't do the same thing as Gabriel. Yeah? You're not the same thing. You
Well,
can't be
I didn't make
you're
Isa, but I'm
Exactly.
not concerned about that.
So now-
I'm concerned
so
about
now-
was it Gabriel or the Spirit of Allah or Allah Himself who caused Isa to be? Because I'm seeing two different accounts here. Who caused it?
Right. So that's a very good question.
Let me show you again. Let me show you again. Let me show you again.
That's a very good question.
Let me show you again, man.
I know it.
You know the verse by heart?
I know the verse, yeah.
Which one is it? The first one.
I don't know. I've read the verse.
Okay. Do you mind reading that again, please? Just right here. So,
You know what this is talking about? You
right here,
can't-
21.
Listen, you can't use one verse in isolation.
I'm using two. I'm using two.
You got to look at the whole context.
I
There's
am.
many verses.
I am. So there's only
So what you're
two
the
that
verse
talk
is
about
talking
this.
It's talking about the creation of Jesus. Yeah. Now Jesus
Yes.
wasn't conceived in the normal way. The Quran
I
acknowledges
fully
that.
understand that.
The Quran
I'm
acknowledges
simply
that.
trying to figure out who is the one.
Who caused?
Who caused? Yeah, exactly.
God's the ultimate cause.
Okay, but then in this description here, is it the Spirit of Allah? So right here, is it the Spirit of Allah or is it Allah Himself? That's what I want to know.
Well, God caused the universe. He's the ultimate cause of everything.
Well,
So
okay.
what are you talking
okay.
about?
So basically, if you go down that line of argumentation, okay, if you say that God is the cause of everything, that means God is also the cause of evil. Do you believe that?
He created evil, yes.
So does God cause it?
Causing it, we partake in that. We choose
Right,
free
right.
will.
But you don't forget, you said that He's the cause of everything.
No. I just said the ultimate cause.
Okay.
Is God created evil. It doesn't mean He causes it by His will. We have free will. So we can choose between good and evil.
Okay, but then like you've heard about like natural and moral evil, right? Like when like earthquakes happen and buildings fall down, all that stuff, right? Is that us or is that Allah?
Well, it could be. Well, it's hard to distinguish, isn't it? Because you can artificially make an earthquake nowadays.
I don't think you can yet.
You
but,
can.
I'm not sure you can do that quite yet, but okay. Anyway, so we have.
You can put detonations where the earth lines are. It can be done, you know. People
But
do that.
who does that currently?
The ultimate one in charge is by the permission of Allah.
Okay.
Yeah?
So
But man can manipulate.
So Allah is the ultimate cause here between like Surah 19:19 and Surah 66:12 is what you're saying.
No.
However, there's two
I'm not
different
saying
eight.
that. I'm not saying that. You're just trying to
So what are you saying then for this exactly?
I'm saying Jesus is exactly what the Quran says. He's not the Son of God. Yeah, he's a messenger of God.
Okay.
He's a human being.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have divine characteristics.
But he does. He can breathe life into things.
Yeah, but that's by the commission.
And technically, he isn't dead yet. So
Yeah,
he's
not dead.
still alive.
Yeah, no, he's not dead yet.
So he's going to be the longest living human being ever.
Well, the Quran acknowledges that Noah 900 plus 50 years.
But Isa's older than that now. He's like 2K plus.
Yeah, but the Quran acknowledges that. It doesn't mean that he's God.
But he's divine.
It doesn't mean he's divine.
But, okay.
That's jumping a bit too far.
So for example, right now, where is he?
He's with Allah.
What's he eating?
We don't know.
But he's a human being, right? So he needs food, right?
No, this is quite technical.
So is he a human in heaven right now or something else?
Because there's a human body.
Yes.
And then there's your soul, yourself.
Okay.
Which is your metaphysical body.
Okay.
They're both connected.
So what's sustaining his physical body right now?
His physical body, I don't know where it is, but it's going to be, you know how it was created? It could be reverse engineered.
So right now, from your understanding,
you know, like, a bit like, I'm going to use an analogy. Yeah?
Okay.
A bit like, if you watch that film, Terminator.
Yeah.
Mercury Man.
So, but he's made of like an alloy.
Yeah.
That can.
So God can destroy the protons and neutrons and bring it back together.
So right now, from your understanding, Isa in heaven isn't a human being. He's like a ghost.
Look, Isa hasn't experienced death.
Okay.
I don't know the house. I'll be ignorant to go into it. Neither you know or I know. Only God knows. But what we do believe that he's alive. He's not experienced death. Yeah. We believe he's going to come again, but we don't believe that means that he's divine, because the Quran is quite clear.
What does that mean?
Because the Quran is quite clear. The Quran says that God is unlike his creation.
And so is Isa.
No, his creation.
Because if Isa is the word of God, the word of God is not temporary, it's eternal.
No.
So if Isa himself is the very word of Allah,
that's not what we believe.
Then no, but again, look at what your text actually says. If he is the actual word of Allah, if he was not born from any man, and if currently he lives in heaven on the same plane as Allah, which by the way,
we don't believe
Allah lives above his throne.
We don't believe Allah lives. This throne is not how you understand it to be the throne.
Okay,
it's not a literal throne.
Does Allah live in heaven?
No,
the answer is no.
Allah doesn't say live. Yeah?
He lives above
Human beings
it.
Live and die.
Okay, awesome. So does Allah reside in heaven or elsewhere?
Listen, you know when you say live, it means that he can
reside.
He's all knowing.
I changed the word reside. Stay.
If it means
occupy.
If it occupies, then that means he can deoccupy. Someone can take.
What does deoccupy mean?
I don't know. There's an opposite to it.
Where does Allah reside?
All I know, he's above creation. He's above.
Okay, awesome, great.
Yeah,
now,
not in the physical
when
sense.
the Quran says that he raised Isa to himself, does that mean that Isa currently is above creation?
No, it means he's in a different world of space and time.
But where does Allah stay?
That doesn't mean that.
It doesn't mean that, man. He's not a human being. He doesn't stay anywhere.
But Allah says he raised him to himself.
No.
Can I find out somewhere? I think that's 3:1.
The Quran says Allah created 7 different dimensions of space and time. Yeah. Now,
357, I believe.
The word is samawat. Yeah. Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm hearing you. Carry on.
You're not hearing me.
I heard you samawat. Keep going. There's 7 different things of existence. Go ahead.
Listen.
Yep.
Yeah. What you're describing.
Yep.
Is a human understanding to God. We don't believe that.
Okay.
You're making God into some kind of human, like he stays here, he's living, so he might die.
But the Quran says that he resides on his throne.
Yeah, but that's not how we understand it.
How do you understand it?
This throne is not like a literal throne, like like King Charles has a throne. Yeah.
Bro, are you a Christian?
I am, yes.
Yeah. So where does the Father reside?
Huh?
Where does the Father reside?
The Father resides outside of creation. So the Father does not reside in the created order, which is why, perfect segue, nice segue. Now, when in the Bible we talk about where Isa or Jesus currently is, Jesus Christ is seated at the right hand of the Father. So wherever the Father is, he's at his right hand, the hand of power. So now, when I ask you about Isa,
you're making God in creation.
When I ask you about Isa, and you tell me that he has been taken up to where Allah is,
no, he's not where Allah is.
I am forced to believe.
Allah is pure creation.
I am forced to believe that potentially he is now divine in a way, like Allah.
No, he's not. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. Creation and creator can't be the same.
But if Isa is the word, then I mean, from my understanding as well,
That's
there
exactly
are,
what you said. Your understanding.
yes,
your
from,
understanding.
from my understanding, there are actually sects of Islam that believe that all the prophets pre-existed.
all the prophets.
Pre-existed.
What do you mean by pre-existing?
So all the existed before the world was created, as souls, and then they were sent down.
Which world? So you have the material world, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the material world, I'm talking about the material world.
So there's also worlds outside of the material world which the Quran acknowledges. Because the Quran says there's 7 different samawat. And
But heavens, right?
It's not heavens. That's a bad translation. Because
Dimensions,
there's still a bad translation.
realms.
Still a bad, different. Like, I'll give you a more accurate translation. Different worlds of space and time. Because space and time is different there, which is a realm.
That could work as a dimension too.
Yeah, but it's a different. You have a dimension. This dimension has a specific time and space.
Sorry?
What's outside the universe?
I have no idea. But what I would say is
all this universe and
everything
everything's part
in
of-
the created order. So everything in the universe, either observable or unobservable, is part of God's creation. That's what I say.
Yeah, but that's this universe.
Huh?
This thing's outside of this universe.
No,
It's
so
different.
what I would say is everything.
So
in
where
the-
Isa is right now, where do you go when you die? Before you existed, all of this, the life after death.
Well, it
this all
depends.
exists in a different
If I
dimension
go to
of
the
space.
Quran, I think I could potentially go to hell because we're all going to hell because we're going to cross. We're all going to be put in the fire, and then Allah will take us out
Hell
of the fire.
does exist.
No, but what is your point about God being?
So
in a
if Isa is currently where God is, and in the Christian context,
why do you think that?
in the Christian because the Quran says so, like we
doesn't say what
raised him to ourselves. That's what the Quran says.
But how do you know that to mean that he's with God?
If I bring him to me,
No, but like
that means
show me
that he's.
evidence,
Huh?
not your interpretation. Show me where.
So Allah says that we raised him to ourselves.
to who?
Huh? According to Allah.
Where does it say that?
Surah 3. So Surah 3, I think is it 57 or 140 something? So where is
Yeah.
it?
So why does it say hour, and why doesn't it say me?
Because okay, this is actually
You gotta know a bit of grammar, right?
because
This is-
for some reason Allah likes to refer to stuff as plurals and singulars. It's weird.
No, wait, hold on. That's a stupid answer.
It's true.
It's a very stupid answer.
It is true.
Yeah, because even any grammarian or anyone in language, right, will tell you that there's a royal we. Yeah.
So
Do you know what the royal we is?
If it's a royal we, why does Allah
right, so
also
you acknowledge
use
the royal we.
No, if it's that, why does he use I, we, us, and he? Why does he use that?
Because he's emphasizing a certain point. Yeah.
Bro, yeah, like to be honest, bro, it's linguistics of the Quran. It's like for example.
Because when he's referring to the royal we, he's referring to.
because he's not.
355. When Allah said, "O Jesus, indeed I will take you and raise you to myself and purify you from those who disbelieve and make those who
Does that
follow
mean,
you."
that doesn't mean he's God.
Bottom line, wherever Allah resides, Isa's there.
If I raise you
And
to
from a
myself,
Christian
it doesn't
context,
mean, like raise you to myself.
what does it mean? 55.
physical-
And
Doesn't mean he's God.
from a Christian context, we believe
Exactly.
that Jesus Christ has ascended into heaven and is seated on the right hand of the Father.
Yeah, but in the Quran it says God is unlike creation. So Jesus is.
So is Isa. How's Isa like a creation? Look, listen. Let's count the ways. Born without a father, unlike creation. Right?
Adam was born without a
Like,
father.
literally, the only things that we know of that can procreate with themselves are like worms.
What about Adam?
Huh?
What about Adam?
Adam was fashioned from black clay. Difference. Okay. Now, check it out. Check
He
it out.
didn't have a father.
Check it out.
It doesn't make him God.
Adam died. Isa ain't died yet. Okay. Right. Let's add more. Let's
Alright,
add
so
more.
Isa,
Isa.
I know. So we believe he's gonna come back
Isa
again.
had the power to give life to inanimate objects. Who else in the entire Quran can do that? Allah. Only.
No.
Isa had the power to give life to inanimate objects.
Right.
Nobody else can do that.
whoa.
Yeah? Because what happened to Musa in Surah 20 verse 10
Hold on.
when he first saw Allah?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
you trying to prove God?
Listen.
Huh?
Jesus is God from the Quran.
Even in the Quran.
Listen.
Even in the
listen.
Quran.
So
dog.
you're telling me.
Yep.
So you're telling me.
One second. Again, when Musa first
You know,
met
you
Allah,
Christians-
what happened to
I
him?
don't even know the context.
He had a staff, and what happened to the staff?
One
It
second.
turned into a snake.
One second.
I can show you.
1 second.
So Allah Himself
One second.
can turn inanimate
You know when
objects
someone has a
into
cardiac
live
arrest,
objects.
when someone's
And
dead.
so can Isa.
Listen,
So there's some kind of relation there.
let me know when you're finished.
What does that mean, Musa?
Huh?
What does that mean, Musa?
Nothing. Because
if you do the same thing,
no, Musa didn't. No,
same miracles
Musa
that Isa
didn't do it.
did, that
Allah did it. Musa didn't do it because when it happened, Musa got scared.
What did Isa do? On behalf, like,
So you know when
He
someone
bred
has
life into inanimate
in
objects.
A&E?
He fashioned clay birds
what about A&E?
and then blew
What
life
about
into
in
them,
A&E?
and they came alive.
What about in A&E?
So Isa literally has the power of life.
What's that machine for?
A defib. A defib.
Right. So when you shock someone and they come back to life,
Yeah.
does that mean that's God?
No, because all you're doing there is restarting their heart, right? Now, if Isa can blow life
didn't
into
blow
something that didn't have life.
No. Yeah. So just like that.
No, but the birds were clay, so they weren't alive. So it's very, very different. The birds were clay, like Adam.
Yeah, but that's Isa's not God. It's by the permission of God.
It doesn't say that.
But the Quran-
So Isa is divine, even within this Quran. Brother, I would encourage you, if you have the time, please go and read the Bible. But in particular,
you know what it says in the Quran?
read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. The Quran says this. Let me show you. Let me show you. Surah 10, verse 94. Let me show you. The Quran says this.
I feel like you just pick it. Can you give me the context?
The Quran says this, right?
Can you give me the context as well?
What comes behind what, sorry?
Context of the surah and then the hadith as well linked to it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Before you make a.
Sorry, dog. I'm not a scholar like that.
But then why are you reading it like that?
Because. So wait a second.
So you're reading it.
So
English
wait a
translation
second. Wait a
without
second.
hadith and
So I
interpretation.
can't read the Quran without having a book of hadith next to me.
No, because
The,
what you're doing is
the
you're
Quran says he's the son of Mary.
Huh?
Yeah.
Which is fine.
You're insincerely.
We believe that too.
And he's a
That's
messenger
fine.
of God.
That's fine. We believe that as well. But also,
Doesn't say
he's
divine.
divine.
So if you were sincere, yeah, you would look at hadith and you look at the interpretation of the scholars.
Okay.
That's what you do.
Which one? Which book? Do I look at Bukhari, Muslim, Ibn Majah, Al Nasr, Ibn Dawood? What am I looking at?
You can't look at anything. You need
Wait,
a
which one?
scholar. You need a scholar.
I see. So your religion is as such, where I cannot make
Okay.
any statement
That's with any religion.
unless I go to a scholar.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Like Christians,
so
you have your fathers.
in Christianity,
you have fathers.
in Christianity,
spiritual fathers.
in Christianity,
You have spiritual
we
fathers.
can say wholeheartedly
I don't know what
that
sect of
Christ
Christianity
is God without being a scholar, because our scripture says so.
No, but
No,
but
it's because in the Nicene Creed.
What year was that?
No, hold on, bro. Right?
Yeah.
Let me just explain.
In Nicene
Let me
Creed.
just explain one thing.
You do, man.
In the Quran, yeah,
Yes.
there's things that are ambiguous, yeah, which you need.
But we don't know what those are.
Look, all people of the scripture, which is you Christians, do not commit excess in your religion.
One God.
I'll come to you in a second.
Yeah, the Messiah Jesus,
Give me
the
one
son of
second.
Mary,
I'll
but the
go
message of Allah.
Those are all clear cut. Like for example, alcohol.
Do you know what happened in the Nicene Creed?
I do. But
Yeah.
let
You
me
know, in the
come back to you.
Nicene Creed, there was Orios. He was from Africa, and he said
His name wasn't Orius.
Yeah, he said
His name wasn't
What was his
Orius.
name
It was Arius.
Arius. Bad pronunciation.
Okay.
Same person. But what he said, that he's a messenger of God.
That's not what he said.
He didn't agree.
That's not what he
And-
said.
and-
you even know. Okay, so
And
All right.
those who disagreed, those who disagreed with the Nicene Creed,
Okay.
they were persecuted,
no,
executed.
they weren't.
Read the history.
They weren't.
Read the
Okay,
history.
I know exactly what
Read
you're
the
reading. Okay, so no, this is great. Come on, please, come on. So
Read the history.
this is actually great.
You know in the Nicene
Tell him,
Creed,
tell him.
They were Christian scholars or fathers who
Tell
came,
him.
and he said he's not divine, he's a messenger of God. They were persecuted, excommunicated, yeah, and banned.
Do you believe him, by the way? Do you believe what he says?
And he's going
Do
to
you believe him?
rewrite, you know, his history. So basically, in early Christianity,
Let's
they
go.
did not believe what he believed.
Okay.
The early Christians, before the Nicene Creed, in Christianity,
Please
they
prove
did
it.
believe. So you're telling me before the Nicene Creed, there wasn't a sect of Christianity that believed that he was the messenger of God and not the son of God?
There might have been.
Exactly.
But again, they were heretics. And even in the Bible, it tells you
They can't be
that if anybody comes with a new gospel, don't believe the. Yes, I am. Look, I don't give the Quran. Yeah, 1 second.
The first 300 years of Christianity, this wasn't a thing.
That's a lie.
This wasn't a thing.
That's a lie.
Christians were debating it.
Prove it.
Your argument.
Yep.
There wasn't a consensus.
Your argument is this.
Yes.
That Allah
David, do you really want to say your role?
I'm in, talking to these two guys. Let me figure it out. Don't worry.
Look, it's night already.
When Jesus went,
Carry
the
on.
first 300 years before the
Pause.
Nicene Creed,
Finish up.
Christians weren't agreed that whether he was divine
Finish up, please.
or whether he was the messenger of God.
That's not true. That's not true.
Now,
That's
in the
wrong.
Nicene Creed,
Let's go, man.
those who believe that he was the messenger
That's
of God,
wrong.
they were persecuted, excommunicated.
Okay.
He's going to rewrite history.
Can you give me any numbers,
He rewrite history.
any dates,
He existed.
any names
He existed.
at all?
He existed.
Okay. Do you want to hear the truth about that, by the way?
Just take your.
Okay.
Just take that
So your
verse,
interpretation
Yep.
ain't conclusive.
from like just argument's sake.
Let's
right?
do it. Okay.
So if so, you're saying right?
Yes.
If God brings Jesus, right, like to Himself.
Yes.
That means what?
That Isa is divine.
No.
Because wait. Can any mere man?
Where does it say that in the Quran?
Okay, so
Where does it say in the Quran?
for example,
If you bring your son closer
for
to you, I mean your
example,
son.
you have in Sahih Muslim.
Where does it say
Bro,
that?
hold on.
In Sahih
Come
Muslim,
here. Are me and him now the same? Come here. We the same.
Bro, you
are you God? Are you God?
Bro, you're
creating-
making inferences.
Okay, so in
suit your
Sahih
narrative.
Muslim
you attribute to God that you
197a,
attribute to anyone
it
else.
talks about
Bro,
Allah.
you can't just do that, man. It doesn't
So-
work like that. Like, you're not even
So,
admitted you're not a scholar,
here,
bro. So why are you showing me
re-
things that like?
Don't worry, I know some basic stuff, okay? So, very simply, look at this. Look at this.
Can I say something? Right?
Look at that, please, okay? So, this describes
Surah An-Nisa,
that
verse
Allah
171.
has a veil of light that stops him from being able to destroy creation because of the radiance of his face. Okay?
You interpret
So,
that.
no.
What's your name,
That's
bro?
what it says,
What's your name?
David.
David.
That's what it says. That's what it says, okay?
No, but
Your
Okay?
Christian
So now,
interpretation-
don't forget, Allah is so powerful that He can do this stuff, okay? Now, do you think any
Wait, doesn't
mere
make it
man
creation.
can stand before
How does
Allah?
that mean creation?
In this case. Okay, they can't. Now, if Isa is standing before Allah, if Isa is standing before Allah,
you're
like
just
I read
mixing
for you
matching.
in Surah 355, that would mean that Isa is in some way divine. That Isa is in some way divine. He's not a mere
What
man.
does divine mean?
Huh?
What is divine?
Of God.
Of God. And
Of
you
God.
think that because this surah is saying
That-
God
that-
himself, that
No, yeah.
that means he's divine. That
Yeah.
means he's divine.
That's one of the reasons. I gave you three.
And the other reason we do miracles.
Because he can do miracles only God can do.
Well, most prophets. in
He
Islam-
resides where God resides,
All prophets.
and he's never tasted death. He's never tasted death.
That doesn't mean he's God.
That doesn't mean he's
If
God.
somebody doesn't taste it, what does that mean?
How did he get life?
What does
Huh?
that mean?
What does that mean?
Okay, no, according
That
to
means that they are immortal like God. Huh? Sorry? When?
The Quran says God is unlike
But wait, he's gonna die and then come back again.
David, no, it's David.
And then what?
Bro, David.
Then he gets buried in Medina next to the Prophet. His grave's there.
David, I'm sure you're a very smart guy, yeah, but
So-
Go and visit.
but you're
Well, when it happens, it does, huh?
You're making so many inferences, eh?
All I'm saying is that there are some very okay. So
Smart guy, but
the only way that we can
Let's run with his fairy tale.
to distinguish Allah from His creation.
Alright, answer my one
right?
question.
We have to do it in what? In terms of action.
Your fairy
So,
tale-
Certainly, Allah can only do certain actions
You know
and
your
nobody
fa-
else
you know your
can.
myth.
Actions like creation.
Yeah, but you know
right?
what?
So if you can tell me anybody else who can create things out of nothing
Your
or give
understanding-
life to things that
see, your
don't exist,
understanding-
then in that case, in that case,
listen,
huh?
I feel like you want one over, yeah. So why don't you
If
have
that's,
a discussion, bro?
if that's how you feel, that's
What's your
fine.
name?
But even within your text itself, it does allude
doesn't
to
say
the
that. It says
idea
God is
that
unlike his
Isa
creation.
is divine. Huh?
Where does it say that Isa's divine?
It doesn't say that Allah is divine. It doesn't say that. But we can allude as such because of his
It says
actions.
God, Allah is one God, and we should be.
That doesn't mean I'm one man.
Surah
So
An-Nisa,
what?
verse 171.
There you
He's
go.
a messenger of God.
Sorry?
He's got attributes.
Great, and so does Isa. That's the important part, right? Where are we going?
Who did Isa pray to?
Okay,
Who did Isa
let
pray
me
to?
finish. Let me finish. Give me 2 minutes. Okay, all right. So,
Bro, I'm
gen-
done, man. It's nice to meet you.
that's fine. What I was to say though is that if you want to know more about the actual Isa, the both of you need to go get yourself a little Bible app
Let me ask you.
and read Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Got it?
Let me
Got
end it on this. Let me
Let's
end
go.
it on this. Let me
End it. Let's go.
Let me
According
end it
to
on
your
this,
Christian
yeah.
scholars, it's corrupted.
You know, if your Bible is wrong, yeah, or if there's contradictions, yeah,
Yep.
what does that mean for you? I'll end it on that.
So, unless there are theological contradictions, right?
There's theological.
Unless there are,
he's
then it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Now,
wait, hold on.
if in your
You know what,
Quran,
listen.
if in your Quran
He's saying
written by
theological-
Allah,
He's saying
if I
theological
find
contradictions.
any
So my question to him
contradictions
is,
in this,
before the
that would
Nicene
then
Creed-
mean that
before the
Allah is the one who wrote
Nicene
it.
Creed, After Jesus was taken up, right?
Wait, what? Before the Nicene Creed,
Right, they
after
didn't-
Jesus was taken up, okay,
Before
sure.
the Nicene Creed,
Yep.
some Christians believed,
They weren't
Jesus,
Christians.
according to what you?
Yes, because
According to
in
you.
order to be a Christian, you have to believe in the life,
You know, in
death,
Africa-
and resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Is it in Eritrea? You know, right now in Africa, there are
Yeah.
Christians who believe Jesus is not the Son of God.
So, for example,
Do you consider them Christians?
for example,
Wait, do
you
consider
have
Christians?
Muslims who believe that they are prophets after Muhammad.
Do you consider?
Are they Muslims?
No, they're not Muslims. No. So you consider them not Christians?
There you go.
They're not Christians.
If you do not believe that Christ is the Son of God,
So before
You're
the
a Christian.
Nicene Creed, there
Yep.
were Christians who believed that he wasn't the Son of God.
before and after the creed, there were.
So during
Sure.
the Creed, so you just persecuted.
Even today,
Do you believe in the Trinity?
I do. Yes,
do, yeah.
absolutely.
All right, bro. It's good to meet you, man.
Matthew, Mark, and John.
So
Matthew,
so
Mark, and
what
John.
happened in the Nicene Creed? Who
Huh?
had this? Who,
Okay.
So
very simple wrap up. Nicene Creed. What happened
No,
was
no, no, no,
Christian.
no, no, no.
Stop! Let me do my thing. Christianity
I
was
know what
illegal.
happened. No, no, no,
Christianity
no.
was illegal for
No,
a
no,
long
no.
time in Rome.
No, no, no. That's not the
Eventually,
point.
in the year
You went to
313, it
theology.
became legal.
You went
Then
to
in
theology.
325, what ended up happening, one
Listen.
second, was that some bishops were
Listen,
called
yeah.
over from the
Listen,
Western Roman
you can't
Empire and the
explain-
Eastern.
you
When
can't
they came
explain
together, they came
it
together
wasn't
to
Tom, Dick, and
discover some
Harry.
things. Huh?
There wasn't Tom, Dick, and Harry. These
What-
were
what-
Christian fathers.
Yes,
Yeah.
they came there.
Christian
Well, no,
fathers,
bishops.
theologians,
Bishops. They
theologians,
came there in order to
theologians,
determine how Christians
Christian
should agree on
theologians,
how to practice certain
Christian
things. They
theologians
agreed
who
on
believed that he was the
participating
messenger of
in
God.
usury,
Christian theologians.
participating in Easter and Christmas,
Christian
and they
theologians.
also mainly
Christian
wanted to
theologians
stamp out a
banned,
heresy
persecuted,
called Arianism.
banned, persecuted,
Essentially, a
banned,
bishop in
Arianism.
Alexandria
Arianism.
called Arius
Arianism.
was out here telling people that Jesus
wasn't just
Christ
him. It
wasn't
wasn't
him.
just him. It
He
wasn't
was
just
saying
him. It
that
wasn't
Jesus
just
Christ
him.
was
It
not
wasn't
of the
just
same
him. That's a
essence
lie.
as the Father.
That's a lie.
But instead, the majority of the people who were there, 316 out of 318 bishops, all agreed that Jesus Christ was divine because he was as divine as the Father. And so, this was already believed by Christians all the time past, all the way from Jesus, which is why when they voted, only 2 people voted against it. So there you go. That's history. All right, people, I have talked with some Muslims. I'm gonna give them a free Quran. You guys want this?
That's not the Quran. That's English.
I got given a free Quran by one of my friends, and then we went through some verses here. I'm
No,
trying
he didn't.
to prove
No, he
to my
didn't.
buddy
He
here
didn't. He
that
didn't.
Isa is divine
He didn't.
according to the Quran.
He didn't.
Isa
No, he's
can
not.
create life out
Although
of
he's a
nothing.
nice lad, he's
Isa
not.
is raised to heaven where Allah
Quran
is.
171
and as we know,
says
Allah
he's the
lives
messenger of
above
God.
heaven. Yes, he's
Son
a
of
messenger.
Mary.
Yes, he's the son of Mary, but he's also divine as well.
No, the
because
Quran doesn't
as
say that.
Allah does, Isa does.
All right.
Hopefully,
Quran doesn't say that.
my friend here can go and read Matthew, Mark, and John and become a Christian one day. Hopefully.
Thank you. Let's
All
go.
right, no worries.
Take care. Next.
All right,
We don't
give me
believe
that.
We disagree. We don't believe he's
Give
divine.
me that. Isa, I'll see you later.